folks.
So, let's see what we got. Paula Wells, Jesus is Lord. Paula. So this is the first stream that we are doing on melon. So we're going to need you to be a hardcore critique. We're not doing this on StreamYard. This is on melon. So, and of course, already ball and chain.
So if
lock and key rock.
So if you like what you see, tell us. If you don't like what you see, tell us that as well. And false call.
Nothing.
Okay. If you like what you see, tell us. If you don't like what you see, then tell us that as well. That way we can you can make some adaptations to it or go back to StreamYard. But he suggested that we try this week, and so it's going to look a little bit different, maybe interact a little bit different, but we really don't know what to expect. So
I like it. I like it so far. Hey Bradley, how are you, buddy? Cheers.
I love it when Bradley comes in here. He's always passing the mug. Cheers to you, my friend. Paula, how are you? You'll get a house update. You'll get a house update. It's close. It's very close. I'm not going to spoil that for him.
Yeah, we got some very big news today. So we got some really bad news 2 days ago, but that was all gotten rid of. Hey Mike, how are you, buddy? Michael Harris. Maybe Crazy Homestead. You did make it. I don't know if anybody sent you a message, but you're here. So oh my God, I'm here. Thank you, Paula.
So Paula, you said you weren't live when you started this explanation. What explanation are you talking about? You're talking about like us using melon? I thought we were live because
I said we were live.
We're basically just using a different streaming platform tonight to try it out. So if you like it better, let us know that. If you don't like it better, if you don't like how it operates, let us know that as well, so that Rick can make any changes necessary. So,
yeah, just trying this out. It seemed like there was a lot more options. I know Nisi, she did. I think she did the test version, or maybe she bought a month. But we went ahead and we took the leap, and we bought the entire year. So we are not stuck with it, but we're definitely going to give it a try. It's not something that's not a one and done type of deal. So far, I really like it. I like it a lot. There's a lot more options, in my opinion. Than with StreamYard, and it's cheaper, and I get 1080p, and I think it's like another 6 days, and then that goes up to regular price. So,
Paul, is that better in terms of volume?
Big Rick is lower in volume, and Little Brick is pretty loud. I'm always pretty loud.
Let me know if that's a little bit louder, Paula, because I had my mic slid back on the desk. So we got Bomber Steve. Good day, driving to work. Let me know. Now I got an echo. Now there's no echo.
Are your speakers off?
Yep. That's on.
Hey, Pedmore. Hello, everyone. Can't stay, but wanted to stop in and say hi. So, hello. I guess it's a hello, goodbye. So, we're gonna bring Morris Patch of Heaven in here. They actually, I think that they broke the record for like earliest guests coming into the live. They were here 30 minutes early, so we've already chatted a little bit. Different mic quality, I guess. I'm assuming bad mic quality. I have a really good mic, and Papa's is not so great, but that will probably change a lot also when I get back to my property. But anyway, like I said, they were in here 30 minutes before 7, and so we've already kind of chatted, hung out a little bit, and so Still here for a minute, LOL. Trying to keep up with the comments too. But we chatted, and so yeah, let's go ahead and bring them in and stop having me blabber. Hello.
Hello.
Hi guys.
Everyone.
It's Gene and Joyce.
So I think probably most. How many?
How
people
is
we got
everyone
in
this
here?
evening?
We got 9 people in here now, so I think most people know, Gene and Joyce from Morris Patch of Heaven. Hey, Alicia, how are you? So, Joyce and Gene, they are up in Missouri. We had the distinct pleasure of briefly meeting Joyce and Gene at the Missouri meetup a couple of weeks ago. Met Paula Wells up there, met Jan from Simply Jan Homestead up there. So they had like 14 channels up there. It was a good time for the brief time that I was there. And but even before that, I had talked to Joyce and Gene about possibly coming on, and I enjoy watching their channel. Probably the thing that I enjoy most about their channel is really all of the medicinal herbs and how they prepare their food to make it as healthy as possible. Things such as I'd never even heard of before, that it really kind of got my inquiry going in terms of this weird thing that she referred to called kombucha. And I'm like, what is that? That just sounds odd. So we're going to talk about those kinds of things tonight. So if you've got questions, if you want to know about medicinal herbs, medicinal plants, kind of what you can do with them, but most importantly, how can you prepare them to live as healthy as you can? These are the people that you want to ask those questions to. And so I've been looking forward to this, just kind of getting their input and kind of introducing them to our follow. So hopefully we get a bunch of people in here tonight. And generally we get about between 20 and 24 in a typical evening. And hopefully we'll get the same in here tonight, and you guys will get lots of questions. But if you don't get lots of questions, I hope you got lots of notes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we do.
Yes.
So
Thanks a lot, Rick.
So we don't have, normally everybody that comes to our live, you kind of know that we have kind of an intro that we have kind of historically done. Work has just gotten crazy, folks. So we do not have an outline tonight. So before we get started, just our thoughts and prayers go out to all of our first responders and military serving around the globe. Not only to those that are currently serving, but all who have served and those who will serve in the future. The young people out there who have even contemplated joining our first responders and military. Our prayers to you as well. So,
Yes.
Dad, with that being said, and I'm 100% with you, but I also want to go ahead and I'm gonna tell everybody what I told you that needed to be said. Everybody's dealing with this gas price hike and this gas shortage because of the nonsense, and without any politically motivated anything, I'm gonna say that that all these people that are unemployed at the moment, you're filling up your gas tanks. You should now go fill out applications. And there you go. Hey, everybody's got a full tank of gas. You can go fill out applications now.
I have never seen so many help.
Got off your soapbox, huh?
I've never seen so many help wanted signs ever in my life.
Oh yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
I say there's no work out there. There's
Yeah,
work everywhere.
That's
what we
exactly
should
right.
do is, because all this really sparked last night in Florida, because our governor, who I think is just an absolute boss, our governor declared a state of emergency for Florida well before, well before it got really bad out here as far as gas shortage. There's a lot of gas stations now that he declared, which kind of brings me to my next point, that if that is all we have to do, Dad, is to go ahead and kind of stir up the pot and make people worry, maybe instead of having a gas shortage, we go ahead and start the rumor right now that there is a job shortage. So then at that point, people are like, hurry up, we're all gone. You know?
Most definitely.
Yeah, so
there's
guys, there's a
shortage
job
as well.
shortage.
Yeah.
There's
Oh, yes.
a job shortage right now.
Yeah.
So if y'all really want a job, you need
Yeah.
to go and you need to get one now before
Right.
they're all gone.
That's right.
I was talking to Michael.
That's
Harris.
right.
Yeah.
There's a lot
There's
available.
plenty out there.
Yeah.
I was talking to Michael Harris a little bit earlier. Now, those of you that don't know Michael has been a long time supporter of ours. And he's also a fellow Kiko goat breeder from Texas. And how you doing? Well, so Michael's a hotshot driver. So Michael travels all over kind of the eastern seaboard. And I asked him about.
Ask Paula.
Paula, is that better? Ask Paula, let me know if that's better. They were just adjusted it. But he's a hotshot driver, and he travels all over the place.
Work ethic shortage.
I've seen that work ethic shortage. That too.
I like that.
Is that better, Paula? Volume-wise? So, I asked him, I said, how are you finding, any problems with this fuel? And he says, well, not right now. Well, then, like, literally 15 minutes or so before we went live, he sent me a text message, and it's got an email that he got from a truck stop app of all of the truck stops that are out of diesel fuel. And I'm like, this is
Oh,
crazy.
wow.
Wow.
So it kind of alarms
Yeah.
me because I'm making a trip up to Kentucky next weekend
Hello, Duncan.
to take hey Duncan 1900 Homestead, how are you? We're making a trip up to Kentucky next weekend to deliver 4 of our bucks up there to the University of West Virginia for a buck test, so that we can have them
Wow.
formally evaluated in that. So
Oh, wow.
I'm hoping we don't run out of fuel. We can get up there.
Yes, that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right.
I didn't even think of that.
Well,
I didn't even think of that.
Well, I was, and Michael said he hadn't seen it, but then he sent me that thing from his truck stop app. So he says it's and it's a pretty
Oh,
long
wow.
list where they're redirecting trucks to
Yeah,
other
terrible.
locations. And we were coming home today. There's a pretty active, and in Florida, if you've seen on the news where that pipeline runs, it's still shut down. Florida's not in that because Florida, we're right on the coast in Jacksonville, so we get our fuel right off the coast. So they actually supply it locally. So Florida shouldn't be impacted, but people are just hoarding it. And
Yeah, a lot of our gas comes from the Gulf.
So, people just keep hoarding it, and we were coming home, and there's this very large gas station on our way home, completely taped off, completely out of fuel. So doesn't make any
Oh,
sense.
my
All right,
word.
I'm gonna stop talking about.
Wow.
Stop talking about. I'm gonna stop talking about fuel. That's not why we're here. So, all right, let's talk about healthy stuff. All right. So, Joyce, here's where I want you to start. Where do you want to start?
I don't
know
care.
you
Where did you want me to start? I'll start.
I know you got lots of books.
I'll start where you want me to. Yes.
Let's start with.
I have lots of books that I'm going to share,
books. Okay.
and then I have different herbs. Start with some of the books?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, one of the books that we absolutely recommend is to be your own doctor.
Oh yeah.
This
Awesome.
is absolutely
Yeah, do it close up.
a wonderful, wonderful book. It was written by a Mennonite with a large family. Let me see if I can zoom in on her. That is her family right there. And this is a world of information.
Yes.
If anybody is wanting to get into herbs and just know how to do things for your family, especially in this day and age, we don't know from one day to the next, what things we're going to be able to have and what are available.
Mm-hmm.
But this book just has everything in it.
Yes.
So
wealth
a wealth of information.
Information. Yes.
We have 9 children of our own, and we have one daughter who is a naturopathic doctor, and she's not practicing at the time. She's a realtor in Arkansas, but she is a naturopathic doctor and does calls online for people in Hollywood. And so, but this has been a passion of mine, herbs, for many, many years. Gene knows.
Oh yeah. Back up a little bit. We have 9 children. We've had 1 cavity, or 1 or 0.
I think just 1.
Maybe 1 cavity, and we've never had to take our children to the doctor. Praise the Lord.
Wow.
We've always sought the natural remedies first.
Right.
And we've been able to
resolve a lot.
And of course, with a broken leg or something like that, or ankle, we've had a couple broken wrists or ankle. We've had to go to the doctor. But otherwise, we've been relying on the herbs.
We always say that, the Lord has created an herb for everything. So if there's an ailment, we, of course, will try the natural remedy first. But, there's going to be a time and a place when that's not going to work.
Right.
If you let it go too long, but we try to nip it as quickly as we can. But I wanted to talk about a few things. Rick was telling you about this thing called kombucha. And this is something that we have been making for many, many years. I have one right here. This is a grape kombucha.
Yeah.
And it is absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
What is kombucha? Kombucha is a probiotic tea that is supposed to be very, very good to heal your gut.
This is one you'll see in the store.
You can buy them in the store if you can't make them yourself.
Yeah.
They say that years ago, you want to tell them the story of how kombucha came about, or how they figured that out here in the States?
Well, like in Russia, they were realizing in this certain part of the country, no one was ever getting any major disease or illness or sickness, and they traced it back to their they wonder, what are they doing besides drinking their vodka? In Russia, they were drinking this mushroom tea,
kombucha,
and it's kombucha. It's a fermented mushroom tea.
And apparently everybody had this brewing in their home and would drink it a couple times a day.
Yeah.
And I have here what is called a SCOBY. And are we still on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. The SCOBY is a symbiotic culture of symbiotic culture of bacterial yeast. And this little mushroom in here is what makes and ferments the kombucha. And so it gives it its distinct flavor by brewing this for about 7 to 11 days. And if you let it go too long, yes, it can taste like vinegar. But if you do it the right way, it is very, yes.
After you brew it, so you do it for 7 to 10 days, do you just kind of keep taste testing it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you taste it.
Yeah.
Depending on how warm your house is, in the summertime, it can be done quicker, usually closer to 7 days. In the winter, it can take up to 2 weeks, if not longer. Yes.
You're doing this on the counter.
Right.
Okay.
And we cover it with a little, on the counter. SCOBY looks like an alien life form. Yes.
Yeah, it does.
It actually.
Show them. You want to show them what a piece looks like?
I'm going to show you. I'm going to hold it up and show you what it looks like. Okay,
like
this is the SCOBY.
Yeah.
That looks like a
It's isn't that funny? Yeah.
Yeah. And it grows.
That is awful looking.
It'll grow larger.
Yeah. It is awful looking, Rick, but you know what?
It'll grow larger and larger.
It is so good for you. And you know what?
Like an alien, like the blob.
Tell them about.
Well,
I had enough of respiratory infection. That's what that.
It looks.
Well,
it almost,
you know what? It would really work for that.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting
We'll have to tell. We'll tell you a little story.
Well, what is that thing?
What thing?
Is that thing?
That was the.
That was what we call the SCOBY, the mushroom.
That's the mushroom.
Yes, that's what grows.
That's what you put in your
culture.
tea. That's what you put in your jar.
Yes. That's the culture that grows the kombucha and gives it that vinegary taste.
Yeah, you put a piece of that. You only need to put a little piece of that in your jar.
Yeah.
And you add the water and the tea bags and your sugar, and
so
you let it sit on the counter, and it ferments for 7 days.
So it's kind of like the chicken. What came first, the chicken or the egg? So you got your kombucha. Well, where did the SCOBY come from? So that thing, was that from a previous Kombucha? Where does that thing come
No,
from?
well, what happens is, well, when you make your tea, it's like wine. It ferments. And when it starts to ferment, it grows this culture. So it's the yeast that is growing from the sugar.
Yeah, it came from a previous batch. It
So
comes from a previous
It's very interesting. But we have to tell you a little story about kombucha. Our daughter had a glass sitting in her room, and it had gotten to the vinegar stage. Well, we never want to throw it out because it's so good for you. Well, she thought, I'm just going to throw it into my plant. And she had a dead violet in her room that she hadn't watered. So she threw it in there. Well, lo and behold, what happened the next day?
The next day was beautiful. It just totally
had like
bloomed.
6 violets on there.
6 new flowers. It was amazing.
It was crazy. It was the funniest thing ever. But just kind of goes to show you how good it is for you.
Yeah. Now,
does it taste good by itself, or?
It does. It's like a sweet tea. If you don't let it go too long, it just tastes like a sweet tea.
You can add
any flavor
to it.
Yeah.
If you know, our biggest
Are you talking about the SCOBY?
The tea.
Yeah.
No, I'm asking Rick.
No, we're talking about the tea.
Okay.
No, I was talking. I was
the
talking
SCOBY
about
itself is just
Yeah, I was talking about the SCOBY.
the tea.
No, the SCOBY. Does that thing, you don't eat that
Well, the
thing.
SCOBY itself is just used. No, you just grow the kombucha and then you take it out.
Right.
And then you use it again the next time.
Yeah.
Maybe Crazy Homestead. I think that's what she was asking.
But anyway,
I think I heard in one of your
there was
videos, Joyce, you were talking about
my favorite's cranberry strawberry. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, you take some of these and you make like a SCOBY hotel where you have another jar where you just keep all the SCOBYs in.
Yes.
Now, I'm assuming that thing takes on the flavor of whatever kind of kombucha it is, right?
No, it really doesn't.
Yeah,
it does not take on the flavor.
Yeah.
So I can use any flavor, and if I stick it back into my little SCOBY hotel, they're all just the same. There's no flavor to them.
Right.
So
that's really cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's interesting. But you want to tell them one more?
Oh yeah, one more.
Interesting.
There was a certain president, Reagan, and he was diagnosed with pancreatic issues. Okay, I won't say exactly what, but so his regimen was to drink a cup of kombucha every day, and that's when he was 60, and he died when he was 94. So that was one of his daily medicines.
Well, apparently the person who really brought it to the States said that his mother had breast cancer, and so he had her drink this, and it did well for her. So
right.
But anyway, that's kombucha. That's one thing that we think is wonderful. And I noticed here from dead to flowering in less than a day. Okay, it wasn't quite dead, I should say. It had not been watered.
Right.
So it was looking like it was dead, but it wasn't quite.
Right.
And the store-bought kombucha, Hat Creek, is not as tasty as the stuff that we make at home. Yeah. It's very, very carbonated.
Right.
Yeah, so that is very different. But anyway, so we're going to move on from there. That's kombucha. If you have any other questions, just holler. But some of the other things that we do on our homestead is I make a tincture from olive leaves. This is called olive leaf extract. And we make a lot of tinctures.
Right.
And it's made in an alcoholic base. And it really lasts forever. When it's in an alcohol state, go ahead.
What's a tincture?
A tincture is basically infusing herbs in alcohol. So it's taking olive leaves, and I will infuse them in vodka. It has to be 80% pure or higher. And I will infuse that for 4 to 6 weeks, and then I will strain it and bottle it in a dark colored bottle. And this little tincture here will last you forever, because all you have to do is shake it up. You take a couple drops, and Gene's going to tell you what olive leaf extract is good for. Y'all have heard that the Mediterranean diet with high olive oil is so good for you. It's one of the diets they recommend most for people, is because it is so healthy, because it is so full of the olive oil, and olive oil is good for the heart. But anyway, I just wanted to, we'll tell you what olive leaf extract is good for. Yes, tincture is a medicine made by, yes, dissolving a drug in alcohol. That's right. Exactly. Okay.
Right.
So,
and so with the tincture, instead of taking the dry herb, you know, like a pill, or you're infusing it in vodka, and so it's also creating a mixture that's it's like 10 times stronger than taking just the herb.
And it goes straight into the bloodstream, the liquid.
Because it's liquid, it goes into the bloodstream faster.
Yeah.
So it works a little bit faster than just taking the herbs. You know, normally they say when you take herbs, it takes about 3 months for you to notice a difference. And with the tincture,
it still will take time, but it won't take as long.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right. So,
and it's just, it goes straight into the bloodstream. And doing it this way, it will be very, very strong.
Yes.
So we recommend you always add it to juice or water.
Right.
So do
But
just
you want
take
to tell them
like a little,
what
like a
all
little
of
tablespoon or something? You take like a little tablespoon?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
You
a
just
teaspoon. A teaspoon, yes.
Does this have a dropper?
No, it does not.
No.
It's just a teaspoon.
Yeah.
And this is very, very strong, of course, because it is in vodka. So we recommend doing it in juice or, like I said, water, so that you don't get that. Because we've done it straight before, and it'll make your hair stand up. Yeah.
So if that's vodka, you do it with orange juice then.
You can do it with, there you go.
That's
Maybe
right.
not, but yeah.
That's right.
So
He's
going to tell you what olive leaf extract is good for. For those of you that may be ailing, have some of these ailments, this is something that you might want to try.
Yeah, it lowers your blood pressure. It's good for your cardiovascular system. It helps you with type 2 diabetes. It helps support weight loss, and it boosts your immune system, which is very important right now. And it helps eliminate free radicals.
Yeah.
And it fights the big C. It helps fight the big C.
What it's really good for, that's amazing to me, is the Mediterranean diet is so good for people with Parkinson's and Alzheimer's.
Oh yeah.
Olive oil and olive leaf extract. So this is actually, they've done a test on this, and within 3 or 4 weeks of someone taking this, they notice memory coming back.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Great for colds.
Yeah.
Also.
Other than the olive leaves, what other herbs are you using in your tinctures?
Okay, this one is strictly olive leaf, and then we have, this is elderberry, and this is just straight elderberry and vodka again. So I don't double up on different herbs. Usually when you're doing a tincture, it is strictly the herb and the vodka. So is everything all right?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know what he's doing.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. So everybody pretty well knows what elderberries are, right? Elderberry tincture, elderberry extract, elderberry syrup is good for colds and flus.
Elderberry wine.
And elderberry wine.
Yeah.
And the sooner that you take this, when you feel the onset of like a cold or the flu, it almost kicks it.
Yeah.
Kicks it out a lot quicker.
Yeah. So before flu season, start taking elderberry, daily. Take a teaspoon a day.
Yeah,
and we just recommend that people should not be without this in their medicine cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the ones that we highly recommend. Every winter, I will make elderberry syrup for our children, which is made with the honey and I can't think now, cinnamon and cloves. And but this one here is one that Gene and I will take because it's a little bit stronger. But yeah, some of the things that elderberry is good for is
Oh yeah, it helps. It helps with stress, inflammation, the flu, colds. It helps manage diabetes also, and it's good. It's good for your skin, and good for your heart too. Yeah.
And promotes mental health. So it's overall just a really, really good tincture. And this is one that we make in our home as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we grow elderberries and
something that I did
elderberry seeds.
Yeah.
Something that I did new this year that I have never grown is lemon balm. Do you guys grow lemon balm? What do you use that for if you do?
Yes.
Oh yeah. That's good.
We have an entire planter in the front full of lemon.
It grows.
It takes over. Yeah.
It takes over.
It's prolific, and it just completely take over. But what we use our lemon balm for is for anxiety and stress. It is a wonderful tea. We pick it. I will put it in a mug, and then add hot water to it. Let it steep for 10 minutes. Excuse me. And drink it, and it's just
Sometimes you make iced tea,
right? And I make iced tea in the summertime. It's just an overall good for anxiety and stress.
Right, calming.
It's very, very calming. Hello, MB Heritage Farm.
I think Gail at Gail Southern Living. I was watching one of her videos this week, and she came up with a great idea. So she took, she's basically taking the leaves, like you could do it with a mint leaf, you could do it with a lemon balm leaf, and she put it into an ice cube tray, and then filled the ice tray up, and then freeze the whole tray. So when you want an ice cube, just take the whole cube out and throw it into your iced tea or whatever. I think that's a great idea.
Or your water.
Really is. You can do that with mint as well. We do that with our mint, and that's one way of preserving it as well. But yes, so that's another one. And then this is the granddaddy of them all.
Oh yeah.
This here is what we call Colloidal Silver. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we have been making this for many, many years. This is something that you should never be without. If you've never heard of it, oh my word. Our daughter, one of our girls, got strep throat. And if you all know about strep throat, it can cause rheumatic fever. And she was just young at the time. And so we went to our naturopathic doctor, and because we did not want her to be put on antibiotics because she was young, and it could, it tears up your immune system and whatnot. So she sold us a bottle of this Colloidal Silver, and we bought a machine and we started making our own. And she started taking the Colloidal Silver. It got rid of her strep throat. She had the pus. I mean, it was so bad that she had little pus pockets in her throat. And she should have been on antibiotics. Had we taken her to the hospital, to the doctor, they probably would have put her on something. And yes, it can cause all kinds of heart issues. So anyway, we started giving her Colloidal Silver. It wiped it out. She never got it again. And so from then on, we started making this. And if you have ever, we don't claim to be doctors.
No.
What we're telling you is from our own research and what's worked for our family. And so what we tell everybody is research it for yourself. Don't take our word for it, because we are not doctors and we don't claim to be.
Right.
What is that colloidal silver? What is it?
It's what it is it's colloidal silver.
It's pure silver.
Infused in water.
Infused in water.
This is the machine that we use.
We have this little machine here.
And then we use these 99.999% pure silver rods.
Silver rods. And we hook them up to the machine, turn on the juice, and you put it in water.
And so it infuses into the water, the silver particles, ions.
Silver ions come off of this rod, and you have to, after they wear out after a while, you have to buy new ones, because the silver comes off of here into your water, and that's what you drink. Yeah. It's silver. A long time ago, before refrigeration, you know, they should throw a silver dollar in the milk at the bottom of the milk jar to keep it from spoiling. So silver takes away bacteria.
Ladybug.
So and long, you know, the Egyptians and the Greeks used to write about silver. Hippocrates used silver, and so it's been they've used it in the World War I. They used silver to help stop the wounds for the wounded soldiers. Yeah. So silver has been used for many centuries.
Yeah, I want to show you the difference here. Here's a rod that we used for many years, and here's the difference. And it just goes to show you, this one, there's nothing left to it.
Right.
And this one is a newer rod.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show you that this rod has done its job.
Right.
What's the age difference in those?
This one, I don't use anymore, but I used it for a good 3-4 years.
Right.
This one here is probably 2 years old.
Wow.
So it's
and it's, you know, it's 0.999999 pure silver, and we just buy new rods on the internet when we need
never buy rods from China. Always make sure they're from the U.S. because there could be stuff in there. But you can tell them a little bit about the Colloidal Silver.
Oh, it helps all type of infections. It helps prevent diseases.
This will actually kill 650 different viruses.
Yes.
This here alone. And what silver does is when it comes in contact with anything foreign, it pulls it out of the body.
Right.
So that's pretty much what it does. Is it will come in the body, and if there's anything foreign, like any kind of virus or anything, it will pull it out of the body.
Yep.
So
I mean, I've heard of it, but I never knew exactly what it was. That's interesting.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not toxic. So you can drink as much of it as possible. You won't turn blue like silver, you know, and it won't hurt you at all. So
I know people think
you can drink as much of it as you can.
I think there was a guy that actually turned blue, but he was drinking like quarts of it a day forever. And even though he turned blue, he was still perfectly fine. But, you know, that's just something that would happen if you drank way too much. But we've been using it for years.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of our #1 sellers when we go off to Baker Creek or any of the meetups or whatever.
Yeah.
It sells a bottle this big in glass usually goes for like $70 or $80.
Right, right.
But I sell it for $20 just because I want everybody to be able to have it, to be able to use it for their families. But it's something that we have done forever, for years.
Right.
Now this is where you guys add like a little plug. Is there a way that people can go and get your stuff?
They can. I have not sold online, but it's something that we have talked about because I have had many people ask to be able to get our items. But yes, we are definitely, that's in the works.
Yeah, yeah.
So
all right, guys, you're here on LaLa Farm. It's in the works.
It's in the works.
Yeah, and now one other thing about Colloidal Silver is it's good for your animals.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
We have given it to all of our animals for eye infections, for, you know, they get cut, whatever.
Parasites.
And parasites. We throw it in our chickens' water.
It's safe for all your animals,
And we've never had to use any like dewormers or, you know.
Even our vet told us to use that first. Try some Colloidal Silver first.
Joyce, can you put up can you put up the book that you did, because Michael Harris is asking for the name of the book that you put up.
Yeah.
Be Your Own Doctor.
Yeah.
So
and it's 101.
So about 2 months or so ago, maybe not even that long, Joyce did she was sitting out in her backyard with that book, kind of talking about it, and it really intrigued me. So I literally, at the conclusion of the video, I used her link and I bought that book, and it's a really, really cool book. I can't say that I've used anything out of it. Here's the problem: I haven't used anything, but I will. Good. It's like one of those things. The more you watch people, the more you watch something, the more they motivate you. And
Right.
so that's why I wanted to have Joyce and Gene on here, because they're very motivating.
Oh, Drops Family Garden. Yes, Colloidal Silver is awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And yes,
Oh,
the
yeah.
fact that you can keep it on your homestead for your animals is,
Yeah.
you know, it's a double whammy, I
Yeah,
think,
it's
because
a
it's not
go-to.
only good for us,
Mhm.
but we can use it for our animals as well.
Right, right. And for your plants that are
Yes, and for your
that are
plants.
dying.
Well, that was kombucha
yeah.
as well.
Oh, that was kombucha.
Yeah, here.
Sorry.
Okay, so do you
Drops.
want to read a little bit on?
Drops, how do you use it around your homestead? Are you using it for you, or are you using it for the animals? How are you using it?
Yes, how do you use it? We are definitely, we'd love to hear how others use it.
Yeah.
Hat Creek was wanting to know if you guys are bringing it
Here, why
to
don't
the
you
meet
tell
up in
them?
Oklahoma. Hat Creek was wanting to know if you guys were bringing anything to Oklahoma.
Oh, no, I'm not going to be
No.
selling at, no. We're bringing ourselves.
Yeah. Oh, you want to bring a jar or two?
I guess I could,
Yeah.
I could bring
Yeah.
some if someone needed
Yeah,
some.
you
We
could
would
bring
be more
some.
than happy to bring some, yes.
Yeah.
But we won't be doing a table.
Yeah, Drop
Yeah.
says
Okay,
he
so-
uses it. He says he uses it for the. Myself have a friend in Michigan that is actually making it. That's pretty cool.
Yes,
Right.
yes. Yeah,
They use a
yeah,
lot
we
of
make it ourselves as
medicinal-
well,
Yeah.
and it's so much cheaper. It's so much cheaper than having to buy
Right.
it. It
Right.
is so expensive, and see the thing that I always tell everybody: make sure it's in glass, because the ones in the store they're selling is in plastic.
Plastic.
And with silver, you cannot let any metal touch it, and plastic will actually leach,
Mhm.
and so you're getting a worse product,
you're
I
getting-
think,
Yeah, you're
if you're
getting
buying it in plastic.
right.
So that's just something to think about.
Yeah.
But silver is still used today to heal frequent infections. Science Digest calls it the mightiest germ fighter.
Yeah.
It is considered the mightiest germ fighter, and it kills up to 650 different viruses. And silver is virtually non-toxic, so it is not toxic to anything. So what they're calling it is the wonder of modern medicine, is what they're calling it, the
Yep.
wonder of modern medicine.
Right.
So that's just one thing that we really wanted to share, because it is one of those things that is so good. And here I actually have it in a spray bottle as well. And the spray bottle is just to be able to spray in your nose if you have
Sinus infection.
Sinus infection.
Yeah.
Spray it in your throat if your throat hurts. You
Your
can keep this in
eyes.
your purse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're using it on anything where
What?
there's an infection is where you're using that. No kidding.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, and a
Mhm.
virus.
So
Yeah.
you-
Yep.
So not only do you
Cuts-
have, not only do you
cuts and
ingest it,
wounds.
but that's what I was just going to say, Gene. So not only can you ingest it, but you're using
Right.
it topically as well.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
cool.
Right.
Right.
All right.
Right.
All right. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
it's like having a hospital in a bottle.
Yeah,
It's a-
it's really, really good. I wanted to show you today. I did a video on this, and I wanted to share it. We're talking a lot about having your body to be alkaline. You know, anymore our body is very acidic, and this here is one of the superfoods of alkaline foods. You will have no disease.
no disease will grow. Yeah.
When your body.
You got all,
So
you got all
what
choppy
we're
there for a
trying to
second.
do is to get our body to. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
No,
You want me to start that
You're
over?
getting a little bit choppy there, yeah, because we don't.
Yeah.
I don't know what the superfood was in the alkaline bottle. What is that? What's in the jar, Joyce? Because you were breaking
Thyme
up.
is
a little
also a
bit.
great antibacterial, antifungal. Yes, that is very true, Drops. Yep, thyme is very good for you. Hello, Kid Family Farm. How are you? Glad you could make it. Can you hear me now, Rick?
Yeah, I've got you now.
Jedediah?
We're calling
all
in the
right?
technical experts.
Jedediah
Yeah.
to the rescue!
Jedediah.
Help is on the way.
Kid family
Help is on the
farmers
way.
here. Max here, trouble.
Yeah.
Yay!
He's gonna cause trouble.
Okay, are we okay now?
Can you hear us okay?
Can you hear us?
Yep, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Anyway, what we're talking about here is your body being alkaline
Yep.
versus acidic.
Yep.
We all tend to eat dead food. We'll start our day in the morning with a bowl of cereal, or we'll start our day with a donut and some coffee. Well, that causes your body to become acidic. And so the rest of the day, you're tired, you're feeling sluggish. You start your day with this here. This is lemon and cucumber. And drink this all day. I make it in like a half-gallon jar, and I will drink this all day long. And what that does is it causes your body to be alkaline.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel better. And when our body is alkaline, cancer cannot grow, or any disease for that matter. So our goal is to keep our pH level at 7.0 or 7.4 is optimal. That's where you really want it to be. But yeah, if you let it get below that, disease starts. 99% of disease is food and diet related. There's that 1%, that is hereditary, but for the most part, it is our diet.
Yeah.
We hate to hear that.
Right.
All those yummy foods, but it's as easy as, trying to incorporate for breakfast, add some fruit, have a piece of avocado on sprouted bread, Ezekiel bread. Be ever so careful with the lemon. It's a natural diuretic.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, it is,
Drink
but
lots of water.
drink lots of water with
Yeah,
that. Yes. And see, that's just on top of everything else that you should drink throughout the day.
Yeah.
But making sure that your body is have a lot of gut issues. Yes. Children with autism.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's where the probiotics come in.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if you're able to make kombucha or have your children drink kombucha.
Yeah.
It's a probiotic tea.
Yeah, they just need a little bit every day.
They only need about a cup.
You don't need to drink all this much a day. You
Yeah.
you can just drink just a little bit a day.
Yeah,
every
only
day.
need a cup a day.
Yeah.
But for those of us who are adults and want to, try to get rid of disease, start making your body more alkaline. Eat more fruit. Have more veggies. So for breakfast, go ahead.
When you do the cucumbers and the lemon like that, Joyce,
Yes.
how long is that good for? One day, and then you make a new batch the next day? Or?
Yes. Yeah. I drink all of that in one day, and it is so refreshing.
Oh,
it tastes
amazing.
so good.
Yeah, it tastes amazing.
And you can add mint to it. You can add your lemon balm. You could add strawberries to it, whatever.
Yeah.
Just make sure that what you're putting in there is organic.
Yeah, basically, we're not telling you. Your goal is to eat like alkaline foods and 20% acidic. So you can still have your meat and coffee or
That's
whatever.
awesome, Hat Freak.
But if you get the 80% alkaline in there, that balances your pH to the 7.5 range.
Yeah.
And that's the goal you want to reach.
Misty, that's pretty awesome.
And some of the
Yes, that is so awesome.
yeah, some of the alkaline foods that you want to eat are kale, cucumbers, celery, spinach, avocados, peppers, and broccoli.
Yeah.
And that sounds like most of the stuff we try to grow in our garden. So
Yeah.
that those are good alkaline
Now you won't
foods.
shut up. You know what? I think I'd rather have him talk than not. So that is wonderful. That is so exciting. But, starting your day with maybe some avocado toast or a smoothie made with fruit. Skip the donuts and the cereal. Have some eggs and, add some kale to it. It can be done. And for lunch,
I really
have
like
a salad.
donuts.
I know. Well, you know what? Have a donut.
Yeah, you went too
Kale on top
far.
of that
You went
donut.
too far when you told me not to eat donuts.
Oh no. Well, you know what? You can have a donut and then eat Healthy for lunch. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That can
So
be your
vegetarian,
that's
a
the
vegetarian
80-20.
organic, a vegetarian organic donut for lunch. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
You know, I mean, what you're saying makes a ton of sense. I mean, I try, try really hard to
Thank you,
minimize
Heritage.
the
Bless
amount
your
of
heart.
refined sugars and stuff that I eat. And when I stick to that,
Yeah.
I feel really, really good. When I kind of drift off that
Yes.
and I start, cheating a little bit, and it doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit, you start feeling slow and sluggish.
Yeah.
What I've come, and I probably did it, I started it probably 5 or 6 years ago. I eat probably pretty close to really keto than anything. So I eat a lot of meat. I don't eat a lot of sugar. I don't eat a lot of carbs, or I try not to. And when I do that, I feel good and I lose a lot of weight. But when you kind of fall off that wagon, that's it kind of gets you.
Yeah, it's one of those things when we fall off the wagon, we pay for it. It's almost just not even worth it. All of a sudden you'll have that donut, and then you feel sluggish, scratching your head, going, "Why did I do that?"
My
Sausage
doctor
and bacon biscuit for breakfast. Oh,
my doctor used to say, take a multivitamin, and I never really. So you take like Men's One a day, and any one of the ones that they sell in the store, and I just never felt that they worked. And so I started probably close to 10 years ago, started taking a liquid multivitamin, and they're not easy to find. And the ones that I can find that are edible, that are palatable, that won't make you throw up when you eat it. So I use one called a source of life is the one that I get.
I do a liquid as well.
And the results are instant. I mean, you can feel a difference in that within the hour.
Yeah.
And if I don't take my vitamin in the morning, I know it by 9 o'clock. Because I just
exactly. Jedediah,
out of energy.
Yeah, I'm going to show you my liquid. Yeah.
Mine, the one
Can
that I
you get
use
my liquid vitamin? I want to show them which one we take.
Jalen Keener, welcome. So Jalen, they're kind of been in the back. They've kind of been in the background lurkers, from what I understand. So Jalen and her husband Michael were over. They visited our farm last weekend.
Awesome!
And we had a
awesome.
Great time hosting them, and they took home three of our 90-day-old does.
Hello,
so we are
Granny
very,
Karen.
very thankful
That's
for that.
awesome.
And, so welcome, Jalen.
I wonder if we
Wow.
gave our goats kombucha if they would last 90 years.
The Colloidal Silver.
They would grow very old. You
Yes.
probably
No,
have
right.
90-year-old goats.
Yes.
Yeah. I wanted to show you the liquid. This is the
That's the-
liquid vitamin that we take. Is this
That's
the
the
one
same
you take
exact.
as well?
That's the same exact one I take. And I've been
That's
taking
the-
it. I've been taking it for
That's
10
the good
years.
one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He warned me.
Oh,
He
yeah,
said-
Very
good.
good. That is
Yeah.
the best. Yes.
He warned me. He said, "Now listen, I'm going to give you this stuff." I was starting to get like sore muscles and stuff throughout the day, and he said, "I'm going to warn you though.
Yeah.
The first and second time you take a pee, it's going to smell really strong, and it smells just like it smells like Flintstone vitamins."
The vitamin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
No,
It's strong.
I
take
swear
the
by that
liquid.
stuff.
Gene. Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm
Yeah.
Good
sorry.
stuff.
Yeah.
Gene takes the capsules.
I take the tablets. Yeah.
And then our kiddos take the gummies.
Gummy bears.
All
They
of the
take
same
gummies,
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I take
That's
the
good
liquid.
stuff.
I take the liquid when I'm home, and I take the tablets when I'm traveling and on the road, because I can just throw them into my travel bag. But
Right.
I swear by them,
Yeah.
and I know when
That's
I
good.
don't take them.
Yeah.
Michael Keener, welcome.
Right.
We got Michael and Jalen in here. Woohoo! Blackberry
Woohoo.
Rock Homestead. I
So
think this
anyway-
is the first time you guys are visited with us, so welcome. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Woohoo.
I'm just
Hello,
welcoming
guys. How
folks.
are you? That's all
So we got
right.
some-
So
so we
anyway,
got some
this
folks
is
in
just
here
a
that-
treat.
Yeah, we got some folks in here that might not know Joyce and Gene from Morris Patch of Heaven. So they are our guests tonight, and they are the naturalist food gurus. So they're the channel that you want to connect
No.
with. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Oh,
All right.
no.
Go ahead.
I don't think so. Okay, next.
What you got?
Okay, I'm going to just talk about a couple of different herbs that I think everybody should have. We also do essential oils. This is a calm essential oil that we make ourselves. It's a roller, and it has your different mints, different extracts in there, and it's just wonderful to roll on the back of your neck when you're feeling stressed. And
You
that's
make
just
that,
another thing
Joyce?
that we make. Is we're big on essential oils. Huh?
How do you make that?
What?
Do you make that, the oil?
Well, we have a carrier oil that, yes. Yeah. Well, no, I buy the oils.
Yeah, she
But
buys the oils.
I put them together.
She blends them.
And, oh, Grammy Karen. I put them together with a carrier oil, and then I add different essential oils to it and make a combination. That's good for, it's calming.
Mm-hmm.
So that too is one that we have on our homestead. And then we also do some different lip balms for, you know, if you have chapped lips and psoriasis and all that kind of stuff. We make salves. But, okay, one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about is comfrey. You've probably heard of Comfrey Salve. I think Jen Stiver makes a Comfrey Salve, and it is absolutely amazing. It's one that we've made for many years, and some of the things that it is good for.
It's good for abscesses, bruises, burns, and cuts.
Yeah.
It's good for pneumonia.
It is good stuff, guys.
Yep, sprains.
See, Jen just recently sprained her ankle really bad, and she's been putting a compress with this comfrey on there, and she says it's that good, guys.
Right.
This is just an herb that you should not be without.
Right. Yeah, it helps you. It helps with breaks if you have or anything. It helps it heal faster, and it's just an amazing. It's an amazing herb.
Yeah. So if you need the salve, jump on over to Stiver's, because she's selling hers.
Yeah.
I am not selling mine at the time. At this time, but she is selling hers, and it's just one that you want to have on hand. Yes, a poultice. That's right. He was little and put it on his chest for asthma. Yes.
Yeah, it speeds up the healing process.
It speeds things up. So if you have asthma or you have any kind of congestion in your chest, putting a poultice on there, it will actually start relieving the phlegm. You'll start coughing up all of that. It is amazing. It is just so, so good.
That's interesting. So Grammy Karen, she answered your question. So you know, so Stivers are selling it. You don't sell it. Okay. So Grammy Karen, welcome.
Well, we don't have any. Yeah, we don't have any right now. So she does.
Yet. No.
Yeah. But you can also make a drink out of it. You can actually take the comfrey leaves and add mint and some pineapple juice, and you can actually make a drink. So ingesting that, you know, if you're having, you know, any kind of issues
chest cold.
Chest issues or asthma. Yeah. My mama is half the Stivers. I'll laugh out loud. I'm mama to half the Stivers. That's right.
That's right.
That's right. We love Grammy Karen. Okay. And another one. Homestead, my kids and I have a skin issue. I've never found anything to help it. Yeah. Well, definitely try that. That is one of the things. And here, Echinacea. Echinacea is another name for the coneflower that everybody has in their, you know, growing coneflowers, and it's the immune builder. And in this day and age, we need to be doing things for our immune system. So this is definitely one that we would recommend. And I make it in a tincture form. I will make it in a tincture form. I just take the Echinacea with the vodka, and I make a tincture out of it.
Yeah, it's good for all types of colds, sinus infections, sore throats.
You can get the seeds on Etsy. Comfrey
Well,
Seeds on Etsy.
Grammy
Yeah.
Karen, we're glad to have you over. Half the mama to half the stiver. So that's cute. Well, welcome. So
Yes, isn't that cute? Yeah. We'll have to start a new crop of comfrey.
So Hat Creek
I'm
Homestead,
stingy
where
with
can
my
you buy
chocolate
comfrey
drop.
seeds if it don't grow near you? Is that something you
That's
get
what
like
she
on?
was. That's what she was saying. You can go on Etsy and grab them.
Okay.
Etsy.
Yeah, Etsy has them.
Yeah. Etsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to tell them what Echinacea?
Yeah, it's good for your allergies, sinuses, colds. It boosts your immune system. It's a great. Whenever we feel colds or anything coming on, we always go to the Echinacea.
Yeah.
Start taking the Echinacea.
We have been doing Echinacea for many, many years. The tincture, our children, if they ever got an ear infection, I would drop Echinacea right in their ear.
Right in the ear.
And we never had ear infections. If they just complained of an earache, I would drop it in there. Hello, Sweet Pea Farm. How are you? And then for any kind of, issue internally, we'll take it internally. But we have done that for years, the Echinacea in the ears for ear infections.
Yeah, it says it's also good for digestive issues and urinary tract issues. So just take the tincture, and
this is really good stuff.
Aids in those issues.
And for those of you that are just getting started on herbs, this is definitely one that I would say you need to have in your medicine cabinet.
Wow,
Echinacea.
cool.
Yeah.
And we would get the Echinacea golden seal. It's a combination. So Echinacea with the golden seal, because it's like a natural antibiotic.
Right. The golden seal with the Echinacea, it's like exactly natural antibiotic. Yeah. You take that, it'll wipe out. It'll make you feel better right away.
Yeah. We have also we had some friends, and she was a missionary to Papua New Guinea, and she said that the people out there did not have, resources. And she said, I needed to leave them with one thing that could help them. Their children were sick. They were, they had issues, and she prayed, and the Lord gave her garlic. Garlic was that one thing that she showed them how to grow. When we don't have Echinacea golden seal, we have actually put garlic cloves in our children's ears, and the ear infection was gone in the morning. So
garlic oil.
That's the problem we had with Little Rick when he was growing up. He had chronic ear infections, and when you're young, you just do what the doctors are they're the bosses. You listen to them because they're the authorities. And it was really, really, really bad because he ended up having tubes put in his ears twice. And it was sad.
See, that's the thing that they'll tell you is, put the tubes in. They give them rounds and rounds and rounds of antibiotics that don't work. And then after that, they end up putting tubes in. But we have actually had friends who had chronic ear infections and started taking their children to the chiropractor. And the chiropractor would actually show them how to, how to massage down the neck right here and pull the ear up and massage down to drain the ears, so that the ears would actually start draining. And then, of course, to put the garlic in there.
Right.
Yeah.
So actually, when you were a little kid and your mom used to pull on your ear when you were in trouble, she was doing you good.
She was giving you some reflex. She was giving you some reflexology
she
there.
was clearing out your ear canal.
I call them pill pushers, witch doctors.
Well, that's about 8:02, folks. Any final questions for Joyce and Gene, or Joyce and Gene? Are there any additional things that you wanted to bring up? Because we're gonna close this out in just a couple of minutes.
I think we pretty much covered what we thought.
A lot of information.
Yeah, I have. Of course, I'm one of these that is passionate about this, and I could go on all night, but we'll stop here.
Yeah,
we've given you a lot to digest.
Well, it's a. Joyce, do you have the bottle of the vitamin that you can hold up once more?
Yeah.
Michael Harris had a question.
Sure.
So it's Source of Life Gold Liquid, and this is the same one that I use.
Nature's Plus.
Yeah.
It's by Nature's Plus.
Yeah.
I used to get it at Whole Foods, but you can get it on Amazon as well, and that's where I get it. So it'll last. One bottle will last you because you only take an ounce a day. And so one bottle will last you exactly 30 days.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Grammy Karen, I wish you had too, but go back and listen to it. If there's anything that that you need any, advice on, I'd be more than happy to tell you about it. So. What parts of the plants do you use? Of which plant?
Well,
Brenda,
say comfrey, or
was it comfrey? I think just the leaves.
Echinacea.
Echinacea. Yeah.
Mostly the leaves.
Yeah, or the roots as well. Yeah. Watch the replay.
Yeah. All righty, folks. We're gonna wrap this up. So check out the replay. Joyce and Gene, they've gone right at about an hour. And this was awesome. This has been exactly what I was hoping it would be. Lots of information, and lots of information to kind of get your brain thinking, get your thoughts flowing. So this has been fun. This has been fun. So
well, I hope I didn't overwhelm anybody.
Well, I think you probably did, but it's a good thing because I now have to go back and look at it. Let me ask you one last. Where's the when LaLa got the kombucha last week, her first time, but she ended up getting it store bought. Where's the best place to get one of them scobies? Because then she started looking up where to buy them, and she saw you can get them on Amazon. I mean, are those safe?
I can send her one. Tell her I'll send her one through the mail.
Yeah. We ordered our first one.
Yeah. I will send it to her. I ordered mine many years ago
through the mail.
And
want to make sure it's organic.
Yeah, it was an organic. So I will send her an organic one, so she doesn't have to worry about it. She'll
absolutely love that, Joyce.
Yes.
Well, good.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. All right. I don't see any additional questions. Drops Family Garden, thanks for all your participation. You had some great input tonight. This was awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Maybe Crazy, you had a lot of great input as well. Duncan 1900, great to see you. Blackberry Rock, welcome. I think this is the first live that you've been on of ours. Grammy Karen, same to you. So we had a bunch of new folks in here tonight that are not regulars on our live. And so we really appreciate everybody
thanks,
dropping
everyone.
Hat Creek, which meetup are you talking about?
I think they're talking about the Oklahoma one. No, I'm not going to that one, Misty. I went to the one up in Missouri, and I'm not able to get to the one out in Oklahoma. Maybe next year, not sure.
Yeah.
I gotta try to coordinate around other things. That's a long drive for me.
It is. It is very far from Florida. Yeah. That is far.
Yeah.
That is a long drive.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and call this one. Joyce and Gene, thank you so much. This has been
thank you for having us.
Thank you, Rick. Yeah.
I really enjoyed chatting with you, and big thumbs up to everybody. So thank you all.
Thank you.
God bless you all.
God bless you guys.
Have a good week.
Y'all take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, that was pretty cool.
All right, folks, we're going to call this one. Thank you, everybody, for popping in and watching. Everybody's bailing, so it's like we're on to 17 now. So the main attraction has left the house.
Left the building.
All right, left the building. All right, folks, this has been fun. Thank you for stopping by, and we will see you next week. So next week's probably just going to be an open-ended live. We just kind of update you on what's going on around here.
Cheers, Bradley.
2 weeks from now, we'll probably have another guest in. So, all right.
I just had a 3-year-old stomp up the stairs. So, Paula, yep, she's still in here. I will update hopefully Friday on the house and let you guys know what's new and what's happening and what's soon to happen. Like I said, this past week at the beginning of the week, we
quiet, or I'm going to take you.
Oof. Papa just said he was going to take somebody downstairs. So anyway, this at the beginning of this week we had a issue with some inspections, but they have all cleared out, and hopefully here pretty soon we can go ahead and turn on some power. So, yep. Like I said, Friday.
Roland, I didn't personally greet you, buddy, so welcome. Getting it done north of 7. That's a pen.
All right. Well, we're going to clear this one out, guys. Thank you again. If you haven't, head over to Morris Patch of Heaven and watch some of their videos. They got just an absolute ton of very entertaining and very insightful videos. So, like, go over and check them out. If you're not already a subscriber, subscribe to their channel. Leave them some love. Tell them you came from LaLa Farm. And Little Rick house update. Yes, the house update will come soon, Michael. Hopefully, I'll have it out Friday. I know, I got to fix Papa's mic. It's echoing really bad on my end. But hopefully Friday. Lately, we haven't been able to put out a Friday, or I haven't been able to put out a Friday just because of how absolutely busy we have been. But hopefully that changes here relatively soon. And not as far as being busy, but just being able to stay on top of things. So hopefully here pretty soon I can go ahead and start putting out, again, sticking to our schedule. Monday upload, Wednesday live stream, and Friday upload. But Friday should be the update on the house, Paula, Michael. So Patrick's going to tell everybody. He's going to sign us off. So we've also got another one that we kind of briefly talked about. We got some Nigerian dwarf goats, so we've got some footage of that. So hopefully that one will be coming out soon as well. So, yeah, I gotta get LaLa to actually finish that video. Like I said, she got sidetracked and overwhelmed once she got home. So what are you even laughing at, Patrick?
Patrick's gonna tell everybody. All right, here, repeat after me. Say, "Hey, everybody."
Hey, everybody.
Treat everybody or treat others. All right, say, always remember.
Always remember.
You gotta look at the camera. Always remember.
Always remember.
Treat others.
Treat others.
As you would like to be. As you.
As you.
Would like to be.
You.
Would like to.
Want to.
Be treated.
Treated.
All right, folks. Good night.
Bye, guys.